After you have created your course blueprint, you can start uploading your content into Cafe Learn. This is how you do so. All content can be accessed through the learning path on the left. While you can add content under the module title, we recommend that you add your content to each specific learning outcome, the title of which is visible once you expand the module title. This way, your content is better tied in with specific learning outcomes you have. Once you click on the title of a learning outcome, an empty learning path appears. Your students can always see the learning outcomes on top of the learning path and understand what their goals are. In order to add a piece of content into your course, begin in the Idea Exchange. Next, click on the Submit an Idea button. A form opens that you need to fill in describing your content. Here, you fill out the credentials of your content. Add a title, a short description of what it is. First, let's call this Sample Reading. Here is a sample reading. You also have the ability to upload an avatar, a customized picture that will show up in the learning path. If it's an online reading or resource, this is where you copy and paste the link. If it's an attachment, and for this purpose let's make an attachment, you would select the file. If the attachment is a PDF, it will display directly in the learning path once uploaded. If it is a Word document, the students will have to download the file to view its contents. The next step is to specify as to how this idea can be used in class for other instructors to see. You have the ability to share content information with other instructors in the Idea Exchange. By default, it will become public. You also must fill out the copyright and what type. Tips for using this idea are teaching tips so that when you're using it within your classroom, they'll show up to remind you of how to use the appropriate material. You then select the category of resource. Here, this is a reading, so let's just call it that. Enter author and source, and again, differentiate whether it's public or private. Let's make this public. Finally, add or remove learning outcomes that you would like to tag it to. Here are already generated learning outcomes within this discipline. Finally, we hit Submit. Here, the reading appears in the Idea Exchange. Our final step is to take it from the Idea Exchange to the learning path. To do this, we simply hit the green button. Here, we differentiate whether it is assignment or resource. Let's call this a resource. Whether it is recommended or required. And we can add a little note. We can also decide if it's an individual or a group resource. Finally, we hit Submit, and our learning path is updated. Now, let's go back into our learning path to see the material. There it is in the learning path. Now you know how to upload content. The same process can be used with an image, video, textbook, website, or assessment.